All righty, welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. More and more celebrities are speaking up when it comes to marriage out there. Some simply say it will happen when it does, while others say they're simply not marriage material. We took this conversation to some singles and a married couple to see how they feel about the institution of marriage. Let's get to it tonight. Well, the gang's all here on a Tuesday night. Glad to see you. And of course, this was motivated by our producer who took a look at various articles where entertainers like Maya, Jermaine Dupri, and also rapper Offset have all said, look, I don't feel the need to get married. And as a result of that, they're staying single for now. Maya says it will happen when it happens, but she's in no hurry. So, Bevan, when you hear entertainers and you think about yourself, is there a rush to get married? Is there pressure to get married out there?
Not at all. Not for me. I think that my family has given up on me even wanting to be married. And I think it's even funnier
And
because,
really
like,
quick, Bevan, was that
Offset
the
doesn't.
most pressure that you received? Was it from your family, friends, or?
I would say guys, like, they would try to dangle marriage over my head.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, who cares? But it's kind of funny that Offset it doesn't care about marriage. He's the reason why Maya doesn't ever want to get married. He was cheating on his wife the entire time. He's literally a reason why I wouldn't want to get married. Yuck.
All
No,
right, Ben,
there's so
your
many
thoughts
reasons not to
about
get
what
married.
these entertainers are saying?
I don't think it's so much that people don't want to get married, it's that people don't want to end up divorced. Like the cost of divorce when you're an entertainer, when you have money, when you have assets, I'm assuming is just prohibitively high.
Mhm.
Because there's not really anything you get out of a marriage certificate and a ring that you don't get out of a relationship where you're living together, except for maybe some healthcare spousal benefits if you don't have insurance. But like, if you're famous, what's the incentive to gamble half of your net worth on someone else's fidelity? It's
Hmm.
not a smart choice.
All right, and we're talking to two newlyweds. Well, not newlyweds, but you guys were recently married, and now you're heavenly
Look,
damn bliss. Uh, Brigitte and Tim, your thoughts about young people in general and also entertainers. But first, let's focus on young people saying, look, there's no need for me to get married.
Well, my thoughts are is this. When you're young, you're able to enjoy life and you can do what you want to do in so many words. But as time goes on and progresses, there is that need to say, okay, so is that all for life? Granted, yeah, you can have fun, you can do what you want to do, you can go wherever you want to go, but it's always fun when you have somebody else. So, how do I preface that? Well, you may have, women that talk about going with their girls on girls' trips. Same thing with guys going on guys' trips. Well, if you aren't really looking at the companionship component of doing things and going other places and enjoying life, then what's the difference between that and an actual spousal situation? So it's a convoluted idea that you don't need, but I will agree that this whole thing about the trauma of seeing everybody else's drama does scare a lot of people. And there is that part of why should I put myself online if I'm going to lose everything? And that's the precursor process. Why should I put myself out there if I'm possibly going to lose everything in the end?
Hmm.
Brigitte, we have heard from you in the past that you just love the idea of being a wife, a partner. And when you hear people now say marriage is not for me, it's not something I'm interested in the case with entertainers, they're saying, look, I don't want to lose half my stuff. Ben doesn't want to lose half his stuff. So your thoughts, Brigitte?
Well, personally, I think that when we grew up, marriage was still a big deal for us. And so I think half of that has to do with that as well. But you can lose all of your stuff not being a celebrity. But I think it's just the risk that you take. Yes, I enjoy being a wife. I want to be a wife. I love the partnership that I have with my husband. And it's just for me, and I may get dragged for saying this, but I do better when I have a partner, when I have someone that has the support and I support them. That's just how I like to move. I think now that younger people, they have it to where they don't really need a partner and it's not emphasized as much. Unfortunately, we're what are we, Gen Xers, and then our parents were baby boomers. So they kind of instilled that partnership in us. And I think we as Gen Xers kind of raised our kids to where they can kind of do it themselves. And then you have all this technology that comes through as well. It just seems it's easier for you to do things by yourself to where you don't really need a partner. It's more of a thing if you would want one. Because personally, I think you can get farther if it's two rather than one. That's my own personal opinion.